After 200 hours, Monster Hunter Rise has really been a treat. The Palamute, wall running, the bugs, switch skills, swap scrolls, all great mechanics that add tons of depth to the combat. Recovery and being aggressive towards the monster are really tuned up in this game, which is a necessity, I think, because most of these monsters get pretty brutal, especially Master Rank. My recommendations to new players, if you care, is to get to Master Rank as soon as possible. Don't get me wrong, the main game is fun, but the monster roster is so much better in Sunbreak. Take your time, though. Learn all the mechanics, build up your buddies, Argosy and Dango. Otherwise, I'd say it's not really worth it to do any major farming until you get to Master Rank. Chances are you'll be able to build for the skills that you like right into Master Rank. I spent so much time building so many different decorations that I haven't really ended up using because the level 4 jewels are so damn good and the Master Rank armor has so many skills. Granted, it's really nice having those jewels that I made because I have more freedom for the armor I can use. And hey, you know what? If you want to have a skill, then make the jewels for it. The only thing I recommend, especially if you are going to do some major farming, is get your good luck and increase your quest rewards as much as possible. A few ways to do that are by eating the Hat Peanut Dongo, which you unlock from the Quartet of Hornets quest. And trust me, I've done that quest way too many times because I've needed a plethora of Diablo Sworns. It also gives you Dongo tickets, which increase the chance of Dongo effects activating. And I also recommend eating the Call of the Wind Dongo, which increases the chance of you finding a Lucky Life. And the main Lucky Life that I want to highlight is the Felicicle. And when that one appears, it'll say, Lucky Life appeared. And then you go and find it, you take its twig, and you're like, yeah, I have the twig. And then you're like, I'm going to get more quest. You actually get more quest rewards for grabbing the Felicicrose twig. Isn't that cool? Isn't that so cool? If you're ever low on funds, however, I recommend looking for the owl. When you get the owl, it has a chance to double the zenny you get. And that paired with Dango Moneymaker, ooh, baby. There have been a couple times I've like almost tripled the amount of money that I get from a quest. It's amazing. Some other ways to make money are by selling your valuable goods. In your item box, they'll be near the end after you've hit organize, and they're just before the scrap section. And they'll say things like, this is really valuable, and they'll be worth like probably 450 zenny all the way up to like 20,000. And you can get so many of these things passively with the Argosy. And in Master Rank, you unlock a scroll that you can give to your buddies at the Argosy that will have them look for valuables like that and a bunch of other useful stuff. Definitely don't sleep on the buddies. They are so useful. Some skills that I would definitely recommend prioritizing are Divine Blessing and Evade Extender. I just recently started using Evade Extender and it's so useful for repositioning. Divine Blessing is a skill I've been using nearly the whole game and it has not disappointed. I also really like the free meal skill because it saves so many materials. I'm pretty sure I have over 900 honey because of free meal and the Argosy. A few things that I would say are on the annoying spectrum of this game are the hitboxes and the Palamute. the hitboxes in this game definitely aren't the best. There are sometimes I'm like, that totally should have hit me, and other times where I'm like, why did that hit me? What the heck? What's going on? It could be a port issue since I'm playing on Steam and it's originally a Switch game, but honestly, all I'm gonna say is we do be dodging that monster anyway, right? One of my major nuisances in this game, and I know I said I like the Palamute, but the Palamute mount really sucks compared to other mounts in other video games. Compared to Elden Ring's mount, this mount is the worst mount ever. It can't jump over shit. It can only climb up vines. And I mean, it's nice when I need to sharpen my weapon or catch up to the monster, but if you put in any other input before you're physically on the dog, you will not mount the dog. And it's so many times it's happened where I've I've had to call for the dog multiple times, but I'm trying to pick up things at the same time, and I just won't mount the dog. I really wish it was more seamless and that there was more going on for Palamute, but it's just such a like it's not a hindrance, but it's just annoying that it doesn't work the way I want it to. I really can't speak to the end game or melding much, but I'm definitely going to cover those topics in the near future. I haven't done much melding because I want to save my materials, and there is a melding tier that I haven't unlocked that I would rather use. So I'm going to wait until that in order to talk about talismans and stuff. We just tried to fight in Espinas and failed miserably because of all the experimenting I'm doing with different sets and weapons. And I finally tried this Agitator Resentment build with the Great Sword that you're seeing. And I'm also making a negative affinity build for the Charge Blade with the Brutal Rampage decoration, which I think is turning out pretty okay because the Brutal Rampage skill does not activate all the time. I'm really kind of thinking it's not worth it, but I'm going to keep doing some more testing. I haven't really been able to give a whole lot of energy towards Rise because I just bought World Iceborne and Wilds since they were on sale. And I've been trying different graphic settings in Wilds, and it kind of looks like garbage, so I think I'm going to wait to play that game seriously. And I've been learning the combat in both of them, which has been a detriment to my muscle memory for Rise. And the other games are just way too easy. Wilds, the monster, my times were like 5 minutes for the first two monsters. I couldn't believe it. It was so easy. And World is easy because of the Guardian set, which I'll probably stop using when playing high rank because I don't want to be caught sleeping when I get to Iceborne. I think I'm going to be streaming a Let's Play for World and finish that game before I fully sink my teeth into Wilds. Anyway, enjoy the hunt, my friends. everybody's gonna be like, oh my gosh, what a fucking loser. He's talking into a microphone and he doesn't even sound like he cares about it.